Welcome to a video that's going to be a kind of a ECL Core vlog to share my thoughts, kind of you know, discussing a little bit about goalie builds, a bit of a mix of everything. We're not going to go into gameplay, but what I'm going to share is kind of in depth. So we're going to go into loadouts here. And we're gonna, so we're gonna start with, the stand-up, right? Now, we are a group of people on a Discord server. They're all goalies. We're all trying to help each other, and we recently had a bit of a revelation, right? So what's pretty clear is that speed and, well, vision is the absolute most important. Basically, the more vision you have, the earlier your goalie starts to animate. So you want as high vision as you can possibly get, right? So this means if we're going to, let's say we're gonna max out vision on a stand-up, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go 6'5". We're gonna have to lower the weight a little bit because we do at least 190. You probably want to go lower than that, but 189 is usually what I go for. And then you get 97, right? Now you can go, let's see, right, change here. So basically, how do I explain this? Right, so for the low category, basically what we found is you can't make your accuracy better. Like, the reflex speed is not really determined by these attributes, but the accuracy is. You can make it worse, but you can't really make it better. See, it's too many points to make it better, right? So what you want to do is find, so here, 85 and up. So what we decided to do was this, right? So this is a little bit complicated. I'm getting ahead of myself. So on the stand-up, 6'4" is where we want to be. And we want to do 86 on each category here. And then you can leave this alone, or you can do the normal, you +1 on each, and then you just go -3 on the passing. You don't pass in enough anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Now, speed and positioning. Now, speed or quickness and positioning. Speed is very, very important. Have as high as you can manage, basically. The second most important is probably durability. I used to think that endurance was more important than durability, because if you read what it says endurance increases your goalie's max energy and recovery rate. So basically, I looked at this as like a max health and health regeneration type thing. However, durability is how much reduction is applied to energy drain. So the higher durability you have, the less amount of energy is drained per shot or per movement or whatever, right? So you want to have this as high as possible. Now, up to 91, there's no real difference. I try to get this to 92 if I can. It is going to be difficult though here. Yeah, I have to negative for it. But yeah, 92. I leave agility at 86 on this. I'll explain why later on. So yeah, you want vision as high as possible. You want speed as high as possible. The third most important attribute is recover. But recover is not as important as we thought previously, because it's connected to durability. Right? If you don't have high durability, it doesn't really matter what you have here. Because if your energy is down, you're not gonna be able. Your goalie's not gonna be able to recover as fast, right? So basically, what we decided. So here, so for example, 84, but 88. 88 recover is enough, or 89, but 88. So this is typical standard build for stand-up. Now, what you can do here is either you go X-ray or you go no timer. You can even go gold dialed in, because even though it says exceptional boost in reaction time, recovery, and save ability after making 15 saves in a game, it feels to me like it boosts things even before 15 saves in the game. So you could go that. Extra padding, I'm not sure that it's all that useful, to be honest. So I would go no timer. And then I would go butterfly effect, silver, and I would go silver X-ray. And I would, in boosts, I go shuffle speed and stick vision. So you get 98 vision plus X-ray. You get 93 speed, 86 agility, 92 durability. Endurance we don't care about. Endurance we don't really care about. Durability is what matters. 87 breakaways, meh, I guess. I mean, I would probably do this because I use angles, and angles below 86 is absolute garbage. So, and 86 and 87 breakaway doesn't really matter. There's no difference. There's no gain in 87 over 86. So this is how I would build a stand-up build. This is very good. This is a very good build. Now, how do you translate this to a hybrid? Hybrid is a little bit easier, in my opinion. You go 6'5", 189 or 190, whatever you want. We don't really care about stun ability right now. What you want to do here is go 2 down. Actually, no, it was like this. Yeah, so 88. So you go -1 and then +3 here. Get to 86. And then the usual, I mean, why not? Doesn't really matter. Now here, you want to max out. For hybrid, it feels like I need something more. So I was like, like 89, is that really enough? 'Cause, you know. So I personally like 90 agility. So 89 is the threshold here, as you can see. So 89, 82, 89 durability, 89, 82 endurance on a hybrid. And then rebound control, I go 83, max out vision, 86 angles. Breakaway and recover are both at 89. You could do something like this, or you go to 94. Yeah, something like this is definitely possible. Or you just leave it at default. Default values are fine on breakaway and recover for hybrid. What you didn't want to do is, again, shuffle speed, or well, On this one, I typically do the green ones. It's just a mental thing, I guess. I don't know if that it has any real impact, but you know, some of these things. And then I absolutely love butterfly effect. This is why I feel more comfortable with hybrid over stand-up is butterfly effect. I wish I felt better about silver butterfly effect. Gold butterfly effect is absolutely amazing. Love it. All right, and then no timer. No timer is absolutely needed. You need no timer, no doubt about it. Now, silver X-ray. Vision is the most important. You have plus 10 in vision. All in all, you have plus 7 in speed. Recover, you don't like. The problem with recover is you really need to get up to like 96. Like 94 doesn't really make a difference all that much. Like, you could even argue that 89 is enough. Like, you could go like, I might be inclined to try it. Could go could try something like this. You get 86 rebound control with this. So rebound control, breakaway, I would say those two are personal preference. Same with agility. Agility is very much personal preference. Poke check should be -5 every time. You don't poke check enough in this game. Like, even if you do use poke check, you should not have it at default value. Because durability and to a lesser extent endurance is more important. Although I'll not do that. I'll do 190. There's a reason why 190 works. So 83 is the threshold there, and then we'll go back to default value here. Or what I did for mine was this. I went 95. I went 95 on the breakaway because I need help on the breakaway. So yeah, a little bit about how I think about making goalie builds. Now, did I make yeah, I made a butterfly. So a butterfly version of that would be this, right? And you're looking at the agility in like 84 agility. Well, the thing is, right? You don't really need all that much agility because you have your goalie animates so much earlier, so you don't really need it. You can play deeper, and you know you have enough speed. It's weird. 91 is obviously lower than both on stand-up and on hybrid. However, it feels good. This build actually felt pretty good when I tested it out, but it is going to be significantly worse because you have lower speed, lower vision, you have lower recover as well. So you have lower on every single of those three categories that matter the most. So it is going to play worse. And another downside is, look at this, like nothing is unlocked. Like you cannot use any of. So I use tip jar. Tip jar is actually quite nice because it helps with tips, and tips can be really difficult. All right, so second part of this, right, is well, I'm mostly just gonna speak over this screen, I guess. So I'm a newbie in ECL, right? So I joined Sopranos. It's a Finnish team. I joined Sopranos. You can on my channel you can see the 4 games, the tryout that I had with them, where I played 4 games with them, and they liked me, and they wanted me in. And then I joined them, and then all of a sudden they were like, "Do you want to be our starter?" I was like, "Oh, okay," because they've been playing together, I think, for years. So, and I'm new to ECL. I've never played ECL Core before, and I'm still pretty new to Chell. I started playing Chell regularly in February of this year, and then I started playing Goalie only in May of this year. So I'm still learning every day. I'm spending loads and loads of time figuring out positioning and like all these little tiny details to become better. I'm still figuring out. ECL Core so far has been great for me. Obviously, I have huge help by by the team in front, but there's still going to be situations where you have to come up with clutch saves, and I did. So we've played 3 opponents so far, 6 games in total, right? Because in ECL you play each night that you play home and away to that opponent, right? And out of those 6 games, I have 2 shutouts, and another 2 of those games we lost by 1-0. So that means that I haven't really been struggling. There was one game I think where we lost. We won 5-3 or something. So that one was a little bit tough. But other than that, I've been feeling really good about my performance so far. And it's been mostly because I've been focusing on the tiny details of like positioning and stuff like that. So let me show you what I mean by that. We can go into free skate. And I'll show you. So now we're against the AI. So the line here, right at the top of it here. At the top of it here, you have to imagine a line, right? Basically, I had a bit of a depth problem. So, with my stance 49, I positioned my goalie to where I had the skate just outside the line on the left or on the right, and that helped tremendously, right? So you can see here. Right. I'm just putting the skate just outside. Okay, now the AI still finds holes, but you see what I mean, like, and somehow that went straight through me. The AI on free skate is absolutely weird sometimes. Kind of hard to show you, but like, I'm putting my skate right to the edge. Like, I used to overextend like a lot. Like, I used to be like way to the side, and now I'm just like covering as much as I can. So I'm not like, I have to think about where my blocker is. My blocker I don't need to overlap my blocker. I only need to overlap it enough to where I cover the post. And that way I'm also better at transitioning from left to right, right to left. Right? These tiny details I've been working on like crazy. My one of the people in the Discord, he reviewed some of the footage, and he told me like you don't need to be covering the post that much, because you're leaving the other side way more open than it needs to be. Yeah, this is a pretty long video already, so we're just gonna hop out here. So yeah, vlog-wise, ECL Core has been going really good so far. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check out the stats in full. I think I'm at 86 save percentage over these 6 games. Make sure to tune in on Twitch on Tuesday and Thursday this week. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.